What is good, guys? This is Esquilo here, and I'm bringing you guys something different, something new. The LITHEO region just started their season 7, if I'm not mistaken, and this is where you go around and challenge gym leaders, kind of like in the game, but in a competitive aspect. And you challenge the gyms, then you have to pick the Elite Four, which are based on teams this time, like basically always. And we have like I think this time they have a Sandy Elite Four member, a Trick Room Elite Four member, and two others that I can't remember right now. And then you have the champion, which is D-Train. And for this challenge, I decided to build a team around Typhlosion because it's my favorite Pokemon. And since this is more for fun, although I do want to win, of course, but since it's more a fun, more chilled type of battles, I decided to build around Typhlosion. But I built as strong as a team as possible. So the we challenger we can get 7 Pokemon and only bring 6, of course, but with the maximum of 4 OU Pokemon. I think the gym leaders they do get 8 because they are at a disadvantage, to be honest, because they are just types, and the more Pokemon the better for them to make teams and try and counter the us challengers. So we start off against the Ice type, which is Matt Did. We probably already saw some battles against him on this channel, and he's a really strong battler, and my team is not the best suited for an Ice type, because I do have my Venusaur, I have Typhlosion, I have Gastrodon, which can die easily to a freeze drive from any Ice Pokemon. He could have Lapras, for example. I have Gardevoir, Mandibuzz, which is weak to Ice, and I have my Metagross, which resists Ice, but he has a Mamoswine, as you guys can see, and even a Weavile, which can buff me with a Dark move. But I also have Garchomp in the bank, which I didn't bring for obvious reasons. So let's go over my team. I have I decided I was trying to decide between Mega Venusaur and Mega Metagross, but I decided to go with Mega Venusaur because this with the Thick Fat, which means that I'll basically have I want to have a weakness to Ice. So I thought I was gonna start there. So I brought a max HP, max defense, no, actually I brought the max speed, max special attack Mega Venusaur with the HP Fire, because I didn't know, I basically knew he was gonna have a Mega Obama Snow because he does like that Pokemon. So as I said, I'm bringing an offensive Venusaur. I'm bringing Choice Scarf Typhlosion because it's against an Ice type, and unless he has a Scarf Weavile or a Scarf Cryogonal, I don't think other Ice Pokemon outspeed naturally my Typhlosion. So Choice Scarf Typhlosion just to bop as much as I can. I'm bringing a defensive forgot his name, Gastrodon. I'm sorry. I'm bringing also a bulky Gardevoir, max HP, max defense with HP Fire. I'm bringing my defensive Mandibuzz with Roost just in case he has Stealth Rock, so he's Mamoswine. And I'm bringing my Colba Berry, Power Up Punch, Bullet Punch, Metagross, just so I can take on the Weavile 1v1. So, looking at his team, I knew for a fact that he would have pokes like Mega Obama Snow, Mamoswine, Weavile, and Avalok. I knew those 4 would definitely come, but I didn't know the other 2 Pokemon. I thought maybe Lapras would show up, even Glaceon, which is pretty bulky, or even Cryogonal if he didn't have Avalok, but I didn't expect, not at all, Jinx or Walrein. And you guys will see how good those 2 Pokemon do for Matt. So let's just start this battle. So this is a really intense battle because Matt is really good, and being an Ice type, though it's probably one of the weakest, he still does some work with them. So he's gonna start off with Jinx. I start off with my Mega Venusaur, worst lead possible for me. So I figured that he might go for a low lick. He's predicting me to switch out, and he does outspeed me. So I'm gonna go into Gastrodon because he's my most, I don't want to say useless, but most expendable member to put to sleep, or best sleep fodder on my team, to be basically. So he's gonna switch out here, and he's gonna go into Ray Bourque. I don't know who that is. Probably some athlete that plays some sport. I don't know. I know he likes sports a lot. So I'm gonna double out into Metagross because Jinx can do nothing, but he does his own double and he goes into his wall rain and he goes for Super Fang. And this right here is really bad because Metagross will be whittled down. So I go for myself rocks, and now I thought this is a perfect opportunity to start Power Up Punch, but he shows me Anchor, and I'm like, oh god damn, what do I do against this thing? And so I decided to switch out into my Venusaur because I knew he wouldn't go for a Freeze Dry right now, but he goes for something worse, probably. He goes for Stockpile. And I'm like, oh man, what does he have? He has Stockpile, he has Anchor, and he has Super Fang. What is his last move? Is it Rest? Please don't be Restless Chesto. But he's leftovers, as you guys will see in a while. So I go for my Mega Evolution and I go straight for the Giga Drain. I have to try and whittle down this wall rain as much as I can. And Giga Drain for an offensive Mega Venusaur modest doesn't do much to a +1 wall rain. So he's gonna go for a Super Fang. He's gonna put me at half, because Super Fang always does half, and I'm gonna keep on going just for the Giga Drain, trying to whittle down this wall rain, because if he sets up more stockpiles, it's basically GG, because I won't be able to touch his thing, because I do not have Thunder Punch on Metagross, because as I said, I wasn't expecting a wall rain, and I don't think Typhlosion will be able to touch this thing after he sets up a couple of stockpiles. So I just keep on going for Giga Drain. Now I put him in a low amount of health, but he's gonna go for another Super Fang. So here, what I decided to do after this turn ends, well, what I decided to do and thought was the best option was I'd rather go for Synthesis here and get my Venusaur to as much health as I can, and then take him out with the Giga Drain. But he's gonna predict this Synthesis and he's gonna go for the Anchor, which means that he has another free turn to do whatever he wants. But what I decided to do here was, since I am anchored, he might try and switch out, predict me to do something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna stay in and go for another Synthesis to see what he wants to do. So he's gonna go into his Jinx here, and as I said, I'm just gonna go for a Synthesis. And these Stealth Rocks are really helping me against his team, because he has nothing apart from Diavolo to take off the rocks, and the Ice types are weak to rocks, so that does always a lot of damage to them. So I'm gonna switch out and I'm gonna go into Metagross, because I know that Jinx can do nothing to me unless he has Shadow Ball, which I don't think he has. So he's gonna go for the Psychic here. So far he showed me Psychic and Lovely Kiss. What he's gonna do here is he's gonna switch. I knew he was gonna switch out here, so I went for the Power Up Punch. No, sorry, I actually went for the Rock Slide, predicting him to switch out, but into Diavolo. So he's gonna sack his Wall Rain here, and I just went for the Rock Slide. So he's gonna bring his Raw Blade. I'm sorry guys, I'm really tired from work, but and I was saying, he's gonna switch out into his Raw Blade Diavolo, and I'm gonna go for the Power Up Punch. I do quite some damage to it. I do get my boost, but he is Rocky Helmet indeed, and he's gonna go for the Rapid Spin here. So what I decided to do here is I'm just gonna keep on going for Stealth Rocks until he doesn't go for Rapid Spin. If he keeps on going for Rapid Spin, he will eventually win this war, but luckily for me, he just went straight for the Earthquake and took me out, which is fine by me, because rocks will stay up and Metagross will do. I mean, I did have Bullet Punch, but you know, now I have a free switching into my Typhlosion, and if he wants to switch out, he can, because nothing on his team appreciates this eruption. So Avalok will go down, and this is Typhlosion first kill in the LITHEO season. This is his first kill on his first try, so he's gonna go into Weavile. I know I outspeed, but I didn't know. I thought that he might be Scarf the way he sent it, because he did send in this Weavile rather fast, to be honest. So I just went into my Gastrodon as he goes for the fake out. I went into Gastrodon because I'm a sticky hold Gastrodon, so knockoff, I don't think knockoff still works the same way if I'm sticky hold, because the item won't be dropped. But it was just something I was trying to whittle down and counter the Weavile. So he's gonna go into Jinx. I will take my first turn of sleep here, so I just pressed, I think it was Scald, to be honest, because I knew I was gonna be asleep. So he's gonna go into Jinx, and Jinx does carry the, how I call it, dry skin. So I'm gonna switch out, fearing maybe an energy ball or something, and I'm gonna go into my Gardevoir straight away, and I'm gonna trace the dry skin as Jinx do have, and he shows me Trick Room, and I'm like, oh man, he's setting up for that Mega Bombas? No. But luckily for me, I am a bulky Gardevoir, really slow, so I'm gonna go for the HP Fire, as he sends in his Mamoswine, and HP Fire does literally 0 to this Mamoswine, which means that he might be Assault Vest. So I'm gonna go for the Energy Ball next turn, and it is a 2-hit KO, and he's gonna go for the Earthquake, and he thinks that he's gonna do a lot of damage, and indeed he does over half, but I do have that Citrus Berry, which means that his Earthquake will be a 3-hit KO, while Energy Ball will just take him out. So here he's gonna switch out into his Mega Bombaston. I couldn't predict here and go for HP Fire, because I wouldn't be able to kill with HP Fire, and he would put me in range of an Ice Shard. So I just went for the safe Energy Ball there, and he's gonna go into a Bombasnow, and this is the last turn of Trick Room, fortunately for me, and I just decided to stay in and see if he's special or if he's physical Mega Bombasnow, because I needed to know to see what my next move would be. So what I did here was I just stayed in. As he did go for the Woodhammer, and he will definitely take me out. It doesn't matter how much bulk I have on my Mega Gardevoir. If I didn't have the Rhino Berry there is no way I would survive. So here I made a nasty move here, and I went into my Venusaur and went for the Sludge Bomb. What I should have done here is just go straight to Typhlosion to finish up the game with Flamethrowers. So, and get as much kills as I can, but I was playing a bit hasty and a bit safe at the same time. So he's gonna go into Jinx. I know that this time he will go for a Psychic, because his remaining Pokemon don't really benefit from Trick Room. So I'm gonna go into Manibus, and as he does go for a Psychic, I do predict now. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna double back into Typhlosion, predicting the Ice Beam, because at this point I thought that alright, I can just clean up. But he goes for Trick Room once again, and I'm like, oh, what do I do now? And so I was looking at my team, and I decided that Gastrodon was maybe the most expendable one at this point, because if he has Freeze Ray on Memo, it will kill me. Weavile will outspeed me, but since I'm under Trick Room and I already burned my mandatory sleep turn, I could wake up at any moment and outspeed his entire team. So he's gonna go for the Psychic. He gets a special defense drop, which was scary at the time. And I do get my leftovers, as I didn't wake up second turn, which is fine. So he's gonna go for another Psychic. I thought I was about to die here, but I did survive at 14 HP. But he gets another special defense drop, which doesn't really matter, because if I will probably wake up here, because I was counting the sleep turns, and I did wake up here, but he doesn't have any more special defense, special attacking mon, so Gastrodon was safe from the special defense side. So I went for Earth Power and I take out the Jinx. So all that he has left is the Memo and the Weavile. He's gonna go into his Memo, and he'll probably just go for the Ice Shard to take out my Gastrodon from that amount of health that I am. So Gastrodon will go down, so all I have left is Typhlosion, Mega Venusaur and Manibus. So since the Trick Room went out, I just went with Typhlosion because I am Scarf, and he's gonna go in for another Ice Shard just to get some cheap damage on me. It does 0 because Typhlosion is a beast. So I'm gonna go for a Flamethrower. I will take him out. Doesn't matter if he's a self-specific fat, because from that amount of health that he was at, I will definitely gonna kill. So all he has left is Forsberg, which is the Weavile. So here I decided to switch out into Mandibles for one simple reason. I didn't want him to go for a fake out on my Typhlosion with Life Orb because it would do a lot, and I didn't want him to go for, as I said, a fake out Life Orb, which does more damage, and the Ice Shard Life Orb, because that really could have the potential to kill me if he crit me with one of those moves. So I'm gonna go into Mandibles. He's gonna get Rocky Helmet damage. So he's gonna go for the Ice Shard, and Mandibles will just take him out. And this will be a 3-0 victory in my favor. And we start off the LITHEO season strong. And Typhlosion only got 2 kills. Unfortunately, I could have got more, but I didn't want to risk losing him. I'm gonna try and preserve Typhlosion in all battles, to be honest with you guys. I want to get him as much kills as possible, and I don't want him to die. That's the main thing. So GG Matt, really well played on his part. I'll definitely link his Twitter link in the description. He's also part of the EXPNUP League. I think that's how you say it. I don't know, it's a long name. But he's, as you guys said, he's a really amazing battle, and this is the first time I beat him. Basically because he was restricted only to Ice type Pokemon, and I knew he had just Ice type Pokemon, and he didn't know my team at the time. But we'll definitely face off again later on, probably in the LBA, and I'll definitely go for my revenge there. Because this battle doesn't really count as really competitive, it's more a chill battle. So GG to Matt, he's a really amazing battler, definitely check him out. And with these guys we have our first gym badge. I'll show you guys at the screen right now the badge, the ice badge that we got from LITHEO Region. And unfortunately I wanted to do this live battle, but I completely forgot it at the time, and I just start battling with him without even doing a live record. But definitely expect all these gym battles and Elite 4 battles, I mean all battles that I do for LITHEO, to be live from now on. That's for sure. I really want to do this live. I'm sorry, but I really forgot it. It happens. It happens. I was really excited just to start off because I told Darren, which is the main guy, that I was gonna try and get as much gym badges as I could the first day. And I don't want to spoil you guys anything. I'll just leave you guys with this first battle, which is the ice type. And if you guys really enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you like. I really appreciate that. And I will catch you guys next time. So